now we have a rancher here. I would like to understand kind of your perspective. Like, obviously, the immediate need is now, and but in a week this fire is going to be out, and there's going to be this assessment of damage. What happens after that? What does that look like for you?
The long-term goal. The long-term goal for a rancher now, I already started buying for winter hay. Now that my grazing area has diminished, which is here 97 acres here in Weezer, and then I had 1,300 acres in Fox Creek. It's gone. We have 50 head over in Fox Creek. I have 8 head over here. Now I have to look at triple, almost 4 times the feed, because now I have to carry it all the way to late spring.
Because there's no feed on the ground for them to feed
no
off.
Feed on the ground.
And we have to wait for it to grow back even in spring, so it'll probably be late spring into summer before we actually have feed on the ground.
Yes.
So for the ranchers, they've lost this acreage. The part that's burned is useless to them. Like, do you have arrangements to use other parts of land that are, how does that work?
Well, that's kind of one of my situations is I ranch here, but I also have cattle over in Oregon at Fox Creek.
Okay.
And I do winter feeding over there. Well, I do year-round feeding over there. That's all gone.
Yeah.
And what is it, 100,000+ acres over in Fox Creek and Powder River and all that. All of that area is burned down too. So there's no food over there, and that would have been a resource to us. But since it's so close,
everything's gone.
Everything's gone.
So with us way up north, most of the ranchers around here take their cattle up to the high country and graze them up in the high country, and it's burned up. So there's
You're talking like Spokane area? Is that
up above Cambridge and
Cambridge, Midvale area.
Okay.
Or even further up.
Up higher Sturgill past Midvale, things like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of like trying to understand like the land ownership aspect. Is that your land that you own that's now burned, and now you have to go?
My 97 acres.
Yeah.
The 1,300 acres is through a friend of mine that has a trust that he's managing.
Okay.
And we were trying to maintain grazing down, because that's one of the important things for the fire safety of this dry grazing area. Is the more we graze it down, the less fire happens, or less damage is happening.
But this is ranchers that own land and
also,
lease land, BLM land, all of it. It's all gone.
And it's all gone. So you got to go figure out who you can lease it from now that has land available.
There's no land to lease.
There's no land to lease.
That's why we're turning to hay. They're gonna.
Okay.
There's no land now. So that's why. So there's no land now. So now that's why the hay supply is going to be in such a high demand.
Okay.
They're going to have to feed from now. They're going to have to feed hay from now till late spring into summer.
A cow requires 30 pounds of hay a day. And so if you have 10 head of cows, that's 300 pounds a day. You start multiplying that per week, per month, per year.
Yeah.
We're looking at myself, I'm planning on 40 to 50 tons just for the 8 cows that I have over here. That doesn't include the 50 head that's over in Fox.
So now demand for hay is going to spike.
Yes.
Oh, it already has.
Oh,
so
yeah, it's crazy.
What does that do to the cost of hay?
Oh, it went from, I was going between 125 a ton to 150 a ton. Now it's 280, and then I heard this morning from another gentleman, over 300 a ton.
Over 300 a ton. So now,
and that's what they call feeder hay, which is only good for cattle.
Yeah.
That's the lowest grade. And then if you start talking about premium hays for like dairies and those kind of things,
it's crazy right now.
It's unbelievable the cost.
So now, to speak in a language that the people watching this can care about, what does that do to the price of beef?
It will jack it up.
Oh yeah. It's already crazy, so I can't imagine what it's going to go up to.
Yeah.
Was the grocery store $12 a pound for a hamburger?
Isn't that insane?
Yeah. It's insane.
It is insane.
You're going to watch it probably go to $14 to $15 a pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
between all the local ranchers here.
Plus all the fires in Washington and Oregon. Yeah.
Even with the Trump increasing the intake of cattle from
Argentina,
Mexico
yeah.
and down there, it's still not going to supplement us enough.
Yeah.
I mean, we were already 40% down in stockage for nationwide. With these big fires, that's probably going to take us down to maybe 35%.
Crazy.
Because this is a big area, a lot of cattle, tens of thousands of heads.
Between
of
us
cattle.
and Oregon, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think the long-term ramifications to the local economy is going to look like? How's it going to change Weiser?
I honestly couldn't answer that. That's not my wheelhouse.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Same.
So, for a city boy like myself, quote unquote, what is something that you would like, those people down in the valley to understand that maybe they don't understand now or misunderstand currently, that you now have an opportunity to clarify for them?
It will affect the cost of food directly because we can grow corn around here besides alfalfa and hay and all of that. A lot of that's going to be diverted to cattle as opposed to going to the public.
Interesting. So then
Some of the prices, that other stuff, materials are going to go up.
So not only is it going to impact the price of beef, but it's also going to impact the price of corn and wheat and
Meat in general.